My research interests are really around strategic complexity and how people respond to multiple competing demands, how they do things that are difficult to do at the same time, but they have to do together. Great example of that is the energy industry at the moment. A research project that I'm doing there around energy security looks particularly at how we can manage contradictory demands in that complex strategic environment. The demands that we're looking at here is reliability and security, also about price and environmental sustainability. So those kind of three things are actually interdependent, but not that easy to achieve in conjunction. So those kinds of things that people have to think about in the energy sector on a daily basis in their jobs and the kind of decisions that they make, the kind of actions that they take, have a real long-term impact in terms of the energy future of Australia. So it's very important to understand how they make those decisions and trade-offs. But it's not just organizations that balance these goals, right? It's individual people too. This is kind of more the work-life interface. If we are working for a company that relocates us, that has a big impact for your family life too, right? And similarly, looking into returning to work after stillbirth, you've got a very strong identity as a grieving parent, but at the same time, of course, you still want to be an effective employee. That complexity, although now when we talk about it and I highlight it to you, seems really obvious, it's not always obvious to people in organizations because that's just their work, that's just their messy everyday lives. The second point is that it all comes down to what people do in practice. It's people like you and me in everyday organizations, in the everyday work that they do, that actually solve those challenges. Lastly, if we think about our mindset, naturally as people, we are quite reductionist, so we go back to either or. And so to go beyond just trading off goals to actually trying to figure out how those goals inform each other, and from doing one thing, you can learn in the other domain. And it's that kind of ambition and that mindset that is going to get you somewhere. Because if you don't start in that place where you have both and, you're not going to end up there.